All right, so here we have another example. Take a second with your neighbor, try to get this one done. See if you can simplify and solve it without my help for now. So try that out. Press pause and give this a go. All right, so hopefully you've tried this out and you're able to give this a shot. So you're going to, first thing is distribute. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute right here. So if I distribute, I'm left with 12x minus 4. Rewrite the rest of the equation. It's already there. 6x plus 5x minus 2. And now C stands for combined like terms. Remember, only on one side of the equal sign, not crossing over, not crossing over. So I do have some like terms here on the left. My like terms on the left are 6x and 5x. So I combine those. 6x plus 5x, that gives me 11x minus 2. These are the 12x and the 4 are not like terms, so they're still there. 12x minus 4. All right, so here's a point where we get to where we say, hey, we've got an 11x on this side and a 12x on this side. We've got a negative 2 over here, a negative 4 over here. So you have some freedom. You could either bring the 11 this direction or vice versa. You could bring the 12x this direction. It's completely up to you. You just want to make sure that you do it correctly no matter how you do it. Okay, so let's kind of rethink that. My tendency is to bring the smaller one to the bigger one. So the 11x is smaller than the 12x. So I usually bring the smaller one to the bigger one. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 11x from both sides. So that's a positive 11. So the opposite of plus 11 is minus. So that cancels each other out. Here, that gives me a positive 1x. And I'm still equal to negative 2, and there's still a negative 4. So now this would only make sense to take this guy that direction. So we definitely have to do that. So how do we do that? We do the opposite operation. So plus 4 right here and plus 4 right here. So we're going to add 4 to both sides. These cancel out. We're left with 1x equals positive 2. And we don't even have to divide by the 1 because dividing by 1 doesn't change anything. So there you go. There's another example of using DC-MAD to solve our multi-step equation. Let's do one more together. I want you to practice this one on your own, and then we'll go from there. Press pause and good luck. All right, so let's take a look. A couple things we could do here. I see that we have this massive fraction, and I don't like fractions, okay? So when you see a fraction that you don't need to be scared of it. All we want to do is just get rid of it. So that's division. So the opposite of division is multiplication. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply by 2. So I'm going to multiply by 2 right there. I'm also going to multiply both of these. We got to do both. So both of these by 2 as well. So we multiplied by 2. So notice what happens. The 2's cancel out here. We're left with x plus 5. And that's equal to 5 times 2x. Sorry, excuse me, 5x times 2 gives me 10x. And then negative 2 times 2 gives me negative 4. So you've now got a basic equation. The fraction is gone. And once again, you choose a side for your x. I'm going to bring the x this direction. He's going to go this direction. So to make that happen, I subtract x right here and right here. And they cancel out. I'm left with 5 equals 9x minus 4. And last here, we're going to go ahead and add the 4. That's the opposite operation that we see. So to move it over, we have to add the 4. That leaves us with 9 equals 9x. So you might be able to tell what this is going to end up being. But if we now do the opposite of multiplication, that's division. So we're going to divide by 9 on the right and on the left. 9's cancel out. When I say cancel out, what we really mean is that becomes the number 1. That's important because over here we can't just cancel out and say it's gone. Really what it means is that's the number 1. So what we're saying here is that x equals 1. Okay? So a good practice problem right there as well. So that's the main component of what we're wanting to do. I'm going to give you guys a link here. Mr. Mollendag is going to give you a link here, and you're going to get to do some more practice and work with your neighbors as necessary. And let me know if you have any questions. Keep up the good work.